The sky is falling.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus?
She entered the league like she ran it. Swagger at full blast, overflowing with confidence, and attracting more media attention than most rookies could ever hope for. The Chai Barbie was hyped as the next big superstar.
The Chicago Sky lose again. The Chicago Sky lose again. Now, this is actually something that's pretty funny. I need to show it to you guys. Angel Reese's teammates, I mean, they got her in the post, but for some reason, they're just choosing not to give her the ball.
Fast forward to today, and the vibe in Chicago has done a full 180, like a missed layup clanging off the rim. Inside the Sky front office, the smiles have vanished, voices are getting louder, and the blame game is in full swing. Angel Reese is no longer the golden girl. She's become the cautionary tale everyone's quietly gossiping about. If you think Reese should be let go, drop a "fire the baby giraffe" in the comments below. Let's get into it.
Angel Reese is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, "We need more out."
A bomb just dropped in the locker room, and the fallout is spreading online like sharks swarming fresh bait. Word on the street is the GM's done sugarcoating things. Missed layups? Check. Blown chances? Check. Failed to prove she's got what it takes? Double check. Suddenly, Angel's hold on this team is looking as shaky as her jump shot.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliocca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliocca has been seeing some of the disappointment.
This wasn't just some routine coaching feedback. It was a blaring siren, a desk pounding, all caps warning. Wake up or get out. The showdown didn't happen under the spotlight, but behind closed doors, where the real talk usually happens. After yet another frustrating performance that left coaches clenching their jaws and fans staring at the box score in disbelief, the GM reportedly stormed into the locker room with a clear mission.
Reese has seen her numbers drop from her rookie season to her second in 2025. She is averaging 10 points on 35% shooting and 12 rebounds per game compared to 2024, where she posted 13.6 points on 39% shooting and 13 rebounds per game. To make matters worse for the Sky, Courtney Vandersloot, she's out for the season with a torn ACL.
No PR spin, no sugarcoating. Angel Reese got hit with a straight-up verbal gut punch. And this wasn't about effort, it was about fundamentals. How many more missed layups can they watch before making a move? That question landed like a warning shot. And insiders say this wasn't the first time her name came up. The concerns started as quiet whispers, but now, those whispers are turning into full-on roars. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win. She's had some great games, but she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster.
Coaches and staff had already been breaking down the film, watching Angel struggle at the rim like she'd forgotten how to finish. But her latest performance was the final straw. Wide open shots missed, easy plays fumbled. Moments that could have swung the game instead handed it to the other side. It wasn't just sloppy, it was costly. The locker room was thick with tension, teammates sitting in silence as the GM finally said what everyone had been thinking. She might have been a college star, but this isn't the Big Ten anymore. That wasn't just a wake-up call, it was a demand for accountability. And this time, the heat wasn't coming from online trolls, it was coming from inside her own team.
How come the first time we hear you call a player out by name, it's Angel Reese? How come you went and you hired Tyler Marsh to be the head coach of this team, and then you co-signed him building an offense around Camila Cardoso, yet the first time we're talking about we need more from a player, it's for Angel Reese and not Camila Cardoso. Last time I checked, they both have been playing like garbage.
That speech sent a shockwave through the room with one undeniable message: no one spot is guaranteed. The Sky went all in on Angel Reese, put her on billboards, hyped her like the next big thing, made her the face of the franchise. But now, there are serious doubts. Did they back a rising star, or fall for a flashy illusion? All sizzle, no substance.
We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2 and 6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
Angel entered the WNBA riding a tidal wave of hype, but now, that wave is crashing fast. Chicago didn't draft her for viral moments. They expected dominance. Instead, what they've gotten is a textbook case in missed opportunities. Her most recent game, especially the meltdown against Atlanta, made one thing painfully clear. Her finishing struggles are impossible to ignore.
Angel Reese, part 40, let's get it! My favorite shot in basketball, Angel Reese, long 2, bang! We saw some improvement last night. They only lost by 18 and some of the layups hit rim. Bang! WNBA socials show Angel, but not her teammates. Did you say butter? Butter pecan! Bang! They're giving you free and open looks. You better cash them in, girl. Oopsie. Bang!
She missed layups so badly it's a wonder the backboard didn't press charges. Easy putbacks turned into momentum killers, each miss draining just a bit more life out of the team. What should have been scoring opportunities became moments of shared frustration. Fans didn't need to check the stats. They could see it with their own eyes. A player who looked more confused than dangerous.
Bring it back to the dipsy-doo, whipsy-doo. Give me that scoopity-boopity bop. Bang! Or layups. She's right-handed, by the way. Did you know? Bang! Bang! She's a great rebounder. She grabs that board really well. All the people there are excited to watch her rebound. Look at that. Watch out for the out-of-bounds line. Bang! If I'm her coach and I see this setup right here, I'm calling timeout. Nothing good ever happens here. Bing bong. Bang! Anytime she gets tied up for a jump ball, you know she's losing that because she can't jump. Bang!
The clips spread fast. Twitter dissected her misses frame by frame like it was the Zapruder film. Analysts analyzed every brick like they were uncovering lost artifacts. And Sky fans? They didn't hold back, unloading in the comments with takes so scorching they could peel paint off the walls.
Angel Reese was quoted as saying, "I put my head down and work every single day. I don't give up on anything. I critique myself the most. I know it's going to translate. I'm just going to put my head down and work. I know the results will show."
Social media turned into a battlefield. Critics were comparing her finishing to JV practice drills. Some joked she talks like Shaq but finishes like Shaq's unpaid intern. Others couldn't understand how someone with that much size could disappear so completely in the paint. One thing was certain. The internet had officially stopped giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Angel Smollett, in her own words.
Yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA, our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
The WNBA is a joke, and even with Clark carrying the league on her shoulders, it's still
But the fallout wasn't limited to social media. Behind the scenes, the atmosphere was changing. Coaches looked like they were aging 5 years with every timeout. Broadcasters tried to put a positive spin on it, but the subtext said it all. Even opposing teams caught on, forcing her into awkward angles just to watch the unraveling happen live. You could see players on the bench trying not to laugh as she clanked yet another shot off the rim, like she was filming scenes for a blooper reel.
The Sky believed they were ready to compete for a playoff spot season, but a team could give anyone a fight. There's no sugarcoating how things have gone. They sputtered early, lost Sloot to a torn ACL. They're near the bottom in the league, both offensively and defensively, after loading up on veterans. Even understanding that growth takes time, the Sky shouldn't have been this bad.
It's like the league has cracked the Reese code, pack the paint, crowd her inside, and watch her game come apart like a cheap sweater. The same physicality that made her a college star has now become the go-to strategy for exposing her at the pro level. And the toughest part? When the Sky are desperate for a takeover moment, for someone to step up and lead, Angel's just there. Active, sure. Present, definitely. But not game-changing. She hits the boards hard, and her energy is undeniable. But if hustle alone won championships, Red Bull would be the reigning dynasty.
Well, that's a front office issue as much as it's an Angel Reese issue. If your front office and your coach is completely fine with one of your star players missing practice to go to this engagement and to go to that engagement, then your general manager and head coach, they need to have a little bit more backbone. They need to say, no, this is a brand new team. We can't afford that, Angel. But instead, they co-sign it. They allow it. They encourage it. And they wonder why things look how they look.
Let's be real. Energy without execution is just glorified chaos. When you're drafted to be the cornerstone of a franchise, effort isn't something to be praised. It's the bare minimum. This league doesn't reward participation. Every possession feels like a trial, and every missed layup, that's Exhibit A in the case against all the hype.
Manager Jeff Pagliocca allowing Tyler Marsh to say, yeah, Angel, go do your influencer thing, and hopefully it doesn't take away from your basketball play.
Now the insiders are starting to talk. The same voices that once raved about her arrival are quietly wondering if she was thrown into the spotlight before she was ready. Sure, her name lights up the trending tab, but trending doesn't win games. Chicago's fanbase isn't here for TikToks. They want wins. And the front office? Their patience is gone. What started as hopeful optimism has turned into a cold, calculated assessment. Those missed layups aren't just missed chances anymore. They are red flags. Signs of a deeper problem. A player who may have skipped key development steps because the marketing team needed a star. The Execs aren't just observing anymore. They are studying, measuring, planning. And that tension isn't staying behind closed doors. It's leaking into the locker room, quiet and steady, like water in the hull of a ship slowly going under.
This is an easy entry pass right over Brianna Jones into Angel Reese's left hand. We can do a sidearm pass right into Angel Reese's left hand. We drop it off to Rachel Banham. Rachel Banham looking right at Angel Reese. And you know what this team would rather do? They would rather... Look, Angel Reese is just quitting at this point. She knows she's not getting the ball. They would rather turn the ball over on a shot clock violation than give Angel Reese the ball when she actually has post position.
On the surface, it's still high fives and post-game support, but beneath that, the cracks are starting to show. The team isn't as united as it looks. Some players still have her back, praising her hustle, rebounding, and grit. But others, they've had enough. Word is the veterans are fed up, tired of watching scoring chances slip away because she can't finish at the rim. They are exhausted from trying to patch up a game plan that keeps leaking. And most of all, they are done with the media circus that seems to follow Reese everywhere like a storm cloud.
This is a team that they might say that they get along. They might say that they're all friends and everything's fine in the locker room. But yikes, come on. Look at that. Alicia Gray's back's turned to the play. Brianna Jones is face guarding Camila Cardoso. And Rachel Banham just refuses to give Angel Reese the ball. And the Chicago Sky get a shot clock violation. I'm not sure what's going on over there in Chicago.
Behind the scenes, the noise is growing. Players are reportedly pulling coaches aside, raising concerns that go beyond just XS and OS. They are about fairness. The quiet question being asked, if it were anyone else, would they still be getting these minutes? That's not bitterness. That's a team questioning whether one player is playing by a different set of rules. And when that kind of resentment takes root, you're no longer managing a player. You're managing a full-blown damage control situation.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too.
A year later, do you feel like you're
Next
getting...
question.
Angel Reese can't proudly accept the role of the villain, then beg people for sympathy. You can't complain about mythical racism. You can't create stories of fake racism that get exposed, then ask people to feel sorry for you.
Up top, the GM isn't just stewing, they are planning. The word trade hasn't hit the headlines, but that doesn't mean it's not echoing through the hallways. Sources say Chicago's already exploring options around the league, eyeing forwards who can deliver efficiency without the baggage. Reese not being pushed out just yet, but make no mistake, she's on notice. Some inside the organization believe it's time for a benching. Others think a sharp reality check might shake things loose. Even her biggest supporters are starting to admit, the hourglass is almost empty.
Caitlin Clark is more mature. Caitlin Clark has decorum.
Caitlin Clark obviously is jet fuel to its popularity.
Caitlin Clark is far better of a basketball player and has made such a tremendous impact in a greater number, more so than Angel Reese. Everybody knows that. Her college career was better. The stadium sales, the WNBA popularity has gone up because Caitlin Clark.
And none of this is made easier by the spotlight she arrived under. Every move the Sky make with Angel is dissected, debated, and spun by media outlets chasing clicks. But from the sound of it, the front office has stopped caring about optics. As one insider put it plainly, the PR honeymoon is over. It's about wins now. Right now, Angel Reese feels like the star of the wrong kind of documentary, one where marketing hype collides head-on with on-court reality. She came in like a storm, bold, loud, and ready to silence the doubters. But here's the truth. Confidence doesn't make layups. Hashtags don't score points. Headlines don't win championships. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is quietly turning Indiana into must-watch TV. While Angel stacks up misses and post-game excuses, Clark is stacking records and wins. That's what real greatness looks like. No drama, no noise, just game.
I have yet to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader outside of rebounding her own missed layups. What does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution? You tell me, because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night. And for 27 minutes, she completely disappeared.
The GM has drawn the line. The locker room is divided. And that ticking sound, it's not applause, it's the countdown. Because at this point, it's no longer just about shot charts or stat lines. It's about leadership, growth, and whether Angel Reese has the humility and drive to climb out of the hole she's dug for herself. If she doesn't figure it out, and fast, Chicago won't hesitate. No name, no brand, not even the Chai Barbie, is bigger than the franchise. And maybe that's the hardest truth of all. This league doesn't care who you were in college, it only cares who you are under the spotlight. So now, Angel Reese is down to two options: evolve or exit. If you think it's time for a change, drop Fire the Baby Giraffe in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Click the video on screen, and we'll catch you in the next one.